Hello guys, welcome once again. In this video, I will teach you what is a class and how you can declare classes and how you can use classes in C Sharp. So first of all, what is a class? A class is a collection of related data and method which performs some task. For example, you can create a class of book and you can perform the task like print book, or you can have the variable in that class like book ID, book author, or book name. And other example can be you can create a class to know the volume of a box. You can declare length, breadth and width of the box, and you can calculate the volume of the box using a class. So a class contains a function of related data, right? So when you use these classes, it helps you to visualize the complex problem efficiently and effectively. So let's see how we can declare classes in C Sharp and how we can use them. So for example, we have been seeing this code from the starting, and this is also a class which has the keyword class, and we have the class name example1, and we have the main method inside a class which is a public method. Okay, so for creating a class, you can just give the name class, which is a class keyword which recognizes that it's a class, and then you give the name of the class. So name of the class, generally just take it as a convention, start with a capital letter. So for example, I have a class called box, and then class will start with and end with these curly braces. Okay, and whatever you write inside these classes is the member functions or member methods or and member variables of this box class. Okay, so let's declare the member variables in class. So member variable you can declare with access specifier. Access specifier can be of three types: public, private and protected. For now we are using public, and public means you can use the members of the class in other classes also. Okay, so let's declare a public variable. I will write public double height comma length comma width. Okay, so I have declared three variables which are public. This is called the access specifier, and we have made this public access specifier, and we have three variables: length, height and width, or we can say length, breadth and height. Okay, and these are the three variables we have declared. And suppose we want to calculate the volume of this box, so we can declare a member method of the class like this. You can start the member method like method declaration we have discussed earlier in the previous videos. You have access specifier, which is public, and then you have the return type. For example, this is returning double. Okay, and then you have the name of the method, which is volume. Okay, and then you have these curly braces where you can write the code, right? And let's say this method takes three parameters: double length comma double double breadth and double height. Okay, so now we can calculate length, volume of this box by returning length, or in bracket we can write length multiplied by breadth multiplied by height. Okay, so this will give you the volume of this box. Okay, now these are the member variables and these are the member functions. Now how can you use this class in your main method, which is in other class, which is the main class which we are using? And here we have the main function, and we want to call this class inside our main function. How we can do it? This also, I think you just need to give the name of the class, which is box, and then you give the instance or object of the class. Instance and object are used interchangeably, so they are the same thing. Okay, so for example, I declare box1 is equal to new box. Okay, so this I have created the instance of the class. And how we can use it? You can just copy this box variable and you can assign, for example, you want to assign the value of length, breadth and height. What you can do is you just use box1 dot length is equal to 45, for example. In the same way, box1 dot breadth is equal to 10 and box1 dot height is equal to 20. Okay, this is how you can initialize values in the box classes. So this L, B and H belongs to this box class, right? And whenever you give this dot, by IntelliSense you can see all the members of the class: breadth, height and length. And you can also see this volume function you have created here, right? Now you want to calculate the volume, right? So what we can do is we can write console dot write line, and you can say volume of box 1 is, and in the placeholder you can write 0, and you can call this function, which you need to first take the instance of this class, right? So just take box1 dot volume and it recognizes this automatically. Okay, so this volume is this volume, and we are calling this function from this box instance we have created. Now we can pass length, comma, breadth, comma, height. Okay, and this will return the volume of the box 1. I will run this program and it says this has error because I haven't given the semicolon here. So I will give the semicolon and now I will run the program. And you can see the volume of the box is this, right? But generally it's for example, whenever you already assign these values to your length, breadth and height, so you don't even need these parameters, right? What you can do is you can use these parameters to calculate the volume of your box, right? So how you can do it? We have the same variable length, breadth and height, and we are calling the same variable here length, breadth and height. So you don't even need to give the parameter here. And to recognize that this is let's say I was taking these parameters. So to recognize that this L is this L or this L is this L, we need to use a keyword called this. Okay, so otherwise this will not, you will not be able to recognize it. It is little bit confusing that what this L is. This L is this one or this L is this one, right? So whenever you use this keyword, this dot your length, this indicates that this is a member of the class. This is indirectly pointing to the class. And now you can definitely say that this dot L is the member variable of the class and not this one. Okay. So just always try to use this keyword whenever you use member variables in your member method. This dot breadth and this dot height. Okay. And now you don't even need to give the parameters. Your volume will be calculated using these parameters, okay, because you have initialized these parameters like this. And once again, when you run the program, it will give you the same result. Now you can create multiple instances of the class. So this is the one instance of a class. Now suppose you want to calculate the volume of the box 2. What you can do is just copy it, this code, and paste it down. So, and you need to give the different name. This will be box 2, and I will just change this instance of box 1 by box 2. Okay, now you have the box 2 instance, and here you can provide some other length, breadth and height. So it's not that you can only create one instance of a class. You can create multiple instances of a class, and each instance of a class will have its own member variable and its own member function. So this instance also have its own length, breadth and height, and this instance box 2 also have this length, breadth and height and volume. Okay, and now when you run the program, it will give you the result for both boxes, box 1 and box 2. Here should be box 2, so it will give you a clear picture. So it will give you the volume of box 1 and box 2. So you can create the instance of class to calculate different different volumes of the boxes, right? So this is one example how you can declare a class, what is this access modifier, and how you can use classes in your main method, right? I hope you have understood the main basic concept of classes. In the next video also, I will continue with classes and I will tell you something more about classes. So stay tuned and please rate, comment and subscribe, and bye for now.